Hi everybody, it's time to make some soap. And I am testing some fragrances again. If you know me, when I test a fragrance, I usually get a small 4-ounce bottle, use my tall skinny mold, and do some piping on the top. And I tested several fragrances over the last couple of months from Crafter's Choice. And I have to say, I'm happy with all of them. One of them caused extreme acceleration. I mean, it seized on me, but if you stir it by hand, and pour it within a few seconds, it would be perfect for layers. There'd be no waiting at all for layers. And it had by far the strongest scent retention. So I would buy that one again. As a matter of fact, I will buy that one again. Only two of them were a little weak for me. They didn't lose their scent, but they were a little weak, and that was the Calypso and the Black Raspberry Vanilla. The others I'm really happy with and will purchase again. So I'm trying a new one today from Nurture Soap, and it's called Aspire. It is supposed to be lemon citrusy. Now, truth is, I don't smell any lemon in it. It smells exactly like lemongrass. I mean, the chemist just nailed that head on. So I don't expect to have any issues with it, but we'll find out. So I am using Mad Mica's Neons. The first will be Tennis Ball Breaker. The next will be Cheesy Poof from Mad Mica's. And the final will be Blue Shocker from Mad Mica's. And for the frosting, I'm going to have a couple of micas. I'm going to be using Iris Purple from Nurture Soap. And it'll be a two-tone. I'm going to mix it with Brambleberry's Aqua Pearl, just to kind of give some contrasting colors for the top. So let's get started. I'm soaping about 81, 82 degrees, a little bit cooler than usual, but that should not be an issue. Get you where you can see, and you can. So as usual, we'll start by slowly, carefully pouring the cooled lye water solution into the cooled oils. And we'll rinse the container. I didn't even get my stick blender out. I usually have everything set up ready, but guess what I didn't do? So we'll assemble the stick blender and plug it in and test it, and it works. Now we'll bring this to emulsion. Just barely emulsified. Which it is. So, as usual, this first container will be for our frosting. And I'll set that aside. Get these as close as possible to equal, just by eyeballing it. And I will scrape this out because I'm finished with this container. So let's color these. So I have my colorants mixed in water because they require extra stick blending if you don't, and I want to do as little as possible. And they do mix well with water. So there's the orange, or there's the yellow. Here goes the orange, and here goes the blue. And we'll give these a stir. Lightest to darkest. that yellow looks fantastic, like I knew it would. And so does that vivid orange. And the blue looks pretty daggone good. Even though they were dispersed in water, since they are powdered colorants, I'm going to give it a quick hit with a stick blender. And I really should be okay because I added some extra water mixing those. Oh, lightest first. Shoot, Derek. Lightest to darkest. I don't want that blue and the green. Let's try this again. Lightest to darkest. Now let's see how our fragrance does. And then I'll tell you about the pour, what I had planned. It was actually something I saw a soaper do, and unfortunately, I cannot remember who that soaper was. I like to give credit when I see somebody else do something. I just truly don't remember. I can use this entire bottle, so I'm just going to put about three-fourths in these and save the last fourth for the frosting. Just hand stir it. So no ricing, which I'm not expecting any problems with this one. And so far, no acceleration. Very, very nice and fluid. So for the pour, I'm going to do a tiger stripe, which is where you pour a thin stripe right down the center of your mold with each color and let it build up, assuming your batter stays fluid enough. But then, if I don't forget, I saw this soaper do, I guess it's a variation of the secret feather. Just put this right down the center, slide it over to the side, slide it out. So if I don't forget, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it right there where I'll see it. And these are a little runny for me, but this is a little bit of a slow pour. So I think to keep these from getting too thick, I need to get started. So at this point, I decided to speed it up just a little bit to save some time and do a voiceover. This is a bit of a slow pour. At this point in the stage, our batter is very fluid, actually a little more fluid than I like. But because the pour takes so long, and I haven't used this fragrance, I thought I'd better go ahead and get started even though it's thin. And where I'm mixing the yellow and the blue, I hope I'm not getting green, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. And if I do, it's certainly not the end of the world. I just didn't want to speed this up too much because I find that just watching the pour is so satisfying and enjoyable, and I hope you enjoy it. So far, the batter is holding up very well. This fragrance oil is performing beautifully. Right here is about the consistency I prefer it, but I knew if I waited to get to this point, it would be too thick by the end.
Notice I'm having to raise the cup up higher to get it to drop in further because it is starting to thicken up on me. But it's been several minutes. It's also difficult to pour a straight line when I'm free-handing it. When I have the mold, when I'm lining the cup against the mold, I can use that to keep it straight. Not so much when I'm free-handing it. Eric, did you forget to do something? I had the hanger tool sitting right there in front of me and I still forgot to use it. I'm really bad about that even when it's in front of me. I think I look forward to doing this all day long, and by the time evening rolls around, my 55-year-old brain just says, look, I've worked too hard today, give me a break. So I forgot the hanger tool. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. And then I'm just doing a little swirl pattern in it to make the top look nice, even though it's going to be covered up. This just makes everything flatter, so it's better prepared to accept the piping. And here we go with the piping.
to cut our soap, and I really think this fragrance is going to be a keeper. It behaved well, and it really smells good, and it really has a strong scent, very strong. So as long as it holds its scent, which I'm pretty sure it will, I will definitely be buying the big bottle. So let's see what we have inside. Even though I forgot the hanger swirl. Oh, still got a good result. Very nice tiger stripe swirl, at least on the end. Oh, yeah, I love this. It's a little soft. I should have waited a little longer. It feels firm, but when I'm cutting into it, it feels soft. Slightly sticky, but it's cutting fine. So do have a little bit of the blue and the green mixing, which I thought I might, on the bottom where it was really thin. And then at the top, the blue and the yellow stay independent. They don't mix and make green. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing I didn't do the hanger, because this looks good. And there we have it. So yeah, I am super happy with these and the fragrance. Very pleased with these. And I have another one I'm going to try, and I'll have it up this weekend. But that's what I have for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you this weekend. Bye.